Hey guys, so today my husband is going to be doing my nails. Everyone say hi to David.
Hi.
You guys be nice to him. So he's gonna do my nails. I don't know what he's gonna do. He's actually been really excited about this. Last night I asked him if he would do my nails and I saw him pull out his notes app and start putting down ideas. So, do you have a plan?
Yes, yeah, I have a plan.
Okay, so I'm not going to give him any direction or any help at all. He pulled out stuff that he wants to use behind him. Other than that, let's just get on in with it. We will answer some questions from Instagram as we do this as well. We are currently snowed in right now with no internet, as probably many of you are. So hope everyone's being safe, and let's just get into it. Okay, here's my hand.
I'm gonna do your pinky first. Okay, so step one is I need to clean it off. Where are those little squares? Oh.
So David actually edits a lot of my videos. He edits them from like my 5 hours of footage and then puts them into like 30 or 40 minutes, and then I do all the graphics and stuff. So he should know how to do it at this point.
I did not look at any videos or any instructions like from last night to prepare. So the only reference I have is from the videos I've edited. So first is we're going to clean these off with some alcohol.
I did put a protective base coat on my nails, and when I was telling him, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put my protective base coat on. He was like, but I'm gonna prep them, and I was like, no, I'm putting on my protective base coat to protect my nails from you.
Listen, I feel like I've edited enough videos. Honestly, I'm pretty confident. I think that I'm gonna do a good job.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Then do it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so next step is I need to buff them out, just to like scratch up the surface. So I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Oh wait, I need to make a TikTok.
Raindrop.
TikTok. Okay, let's see if there's any questions.
Sorry if I'm getting you at all with this.
You're not getting me, I will tell you.
Okay.
Okay. Are me and you competitive?
No, you're better at everything. There's no need to be competitive because Emily wins. Now that I've done that, I'm just gonna wipe them off again to get all like the dust off.
What is your favorite hair color for me?
Whatever color you currently have.
Pink?
Pink.
Pink.
But like if you had like green, it would be green. So just whatever Emily has on, that's my favorite. All right, next step is prep.
We're actually not gonna do primer today though, because you don't need to put primer on.
Okay, I did want to point out that I did pull out a primer to use.
But we're not gonna use primer because I'm gonna take these off probably today.
These are gonna be
unless they're great.
These are gonna be so good. You're gonna be like, wow. Okay, so nails aren't gonna be cohesive at all because each one's gonna be a different design. So each finger is gonna be different, but that's because I have a lot of ideas I wanna try out. Now my next step is I'm gonna size out some tips.
Oh, what tips are you going to be using?
I am going to be using these Nail Couture 1, 2, 3 Go tips. So I helped clean up Emily's vanity room after filming too, and I put these away all the time. So I just was like, I often see this bag. So that's where I'm getting that from. Is it cheating if you tell me what size you are?
No, so definitely not a 0. I think for my thumb, I'm a 2.
All right, so thumb's a 2.
These two, it's 6 or 7.
Are they gonna be the same?
Yes, these two will be, and then this one will be 1 lower than...
Does that look like it fits?
I'm not helping you.
But you literally picked, oh, okay, all right. I think that this is gonna be good. This is a 7.
Then this would be a 6.
Okay.
And then my last one is usually a 10 or a 9 or 11. I don't know which, one less than the size is the smallest. That's a 9.
Okay, so I looked at it like this.
Okay, that's fair.
And I thought it was a 6. Okay, tell me that they didn't just use the same sticker.
Okay, they did, but...
I know. I just wanted to point out that it's a fair mistake. Yep, that one works there. And then our pinky is gonna be 1 less than the smallest.
Probably.
Okay, so I think that's gonna be that looks too big. We're going 10.
Okay.
Maybe there is an 11 in this, but the bag got lost somewhere. Yeah, that fits. Okay, cool. Oh my God, are those like all the questions that people want to know?
Okay, mostly people want to know how we met. How did we meet? Tell them, not me. I know how we met.
So there was this boba tea place in a mall, and we had mutual friends, and we just happened to be going there at the same time, and we were like, hi. And that's how we met. It's not like a big story. It's just kind of like we met at a tea shop, at a boba tea shop. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that what I'm supposed to do is I should take tips and put tips on and then use the polygel on the tips. I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
These ones? Those are full cover tips.
I'm really confused why you would size those ones out and then get more tips.
Because I just realized that I should be doing just regular tips, not full cover, because I'm doing polygel, right? Does it matter?
Not really.
Okay. So my first step is I'm gonna take the base coat from the Emily Susanna kit.
Stop. It's sold out. Except in Canada. It's available in Canada still on McCart's site. Amazon Canada. Other than that, sold out.
Okay. So we're going to take this base coat and put that right here. I'm in frame. All right, cool. And we're just gonna put some base coat on. That seems like way too much base coat. I'm gonna take some of that base coat off. Okay, cool. We got the base coat. Now I'm gonna put the tip on top. This isn't right. This isn't right at all. I need to glue it first, and then I put the base coat on, and then, okay, yeah. I went to go put this on, and then I realized that I was doing everything wrong. I'm going to just wipe this all up. I feel like this is the hardest part, is like the getting things on.
You should probably wipe it off my actual finger before you wipe it off the tip, because you're not really supposed to get gel on your skin much.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm confident that I'm able to do these nails.
I'm honestly shocked that you're a little lost.
Okay, so it's not that, like, because I watch all of the videos, but I'm not watching it for, like, instructional purposes. I'm watching it to try to cut it down and make it into, like, an actual video. All right, so I'm gonna clean this off. Okay, now we're back at where we were before I messed up. So I'm just gonna grab some glue, and I'm just gonna glue these on.
Okay.
I have this Kiss Maximum Speed nail glue. I wanted the maximum speed, so I'm gluing this on. I'm just holding it down until it's done gluing.
Okay.
All right. Okay, hold on. Am I supposed to glue these on, or do I put these on with a base coat?
Do you really?
I need assistance.
Are you calling?
Hello, I'm phoning a friend.
Okay. So these are full cover tips that you usually put on with a gel.
I glued my finger to your phone.
Okay. So what you'd do, remember, is you'd put some sort of like gel here, and then you'd put it on my nail and then you'd cure it.
Okay, so I was on the right track the first time, except I shouldn't have used a base coat. I should have used a builder gel. Okay.
That'd be correct. I mean, you can glue these on, but you need a lot more glue.
No, we're gonna do this the right way.
Okay.
Probably not, but I feel like I came into this and I was feeling good, and now I'm not feeling good at all. So I am going to put this builder gel into the nail, and then I'm going to get my ramp ready.
Your ramp? Your lamp?
Get my lamp ready. So I'm going to put this on. Then hold it, and we gonna cure.
Okay.
So I'm trying to hold it so like the UV can still...
The UV?
Listen, words are really hard. I'm trying to hold it so the UV rays can still hit the builder.
LED, babe.
Is this not a UV light?
It's an LED.
We can see that there is a bit of spillage out around the cuticle, which is fine because we can file that off. And there's also a bit underneath, and that's fine because we're gonna put color on top so you won't be able to see it. So it doesn't matter. All right, now we're gonna do the same for the other nails.
Advice for guys that want to wear nail polish.
Just do it. So I work in like a pretty professional environment, and one day I just went to my boss and I was like, hey, is there any rules that say I'm not allowed to wear nail polish? He was like, no, I don't think so. And I was like, cool. And I just started painting my nails. And then I feel like the company I work in might be a little more like accepting of it, because all of like the leadership or like sales executives that I met with, or like the stakeholders or whatever, they're all like, oh, I love your nails. I'm like, yeah, thanks. Even like the older like white guys who you'd assume would be like, that's not for men to wear, are totally cool with it. I think that there's just a lot more acceptance of that type of stuff now. But if you're really worried about it, maybe start off with like a black and not like a fuchsia, because I think that's more accepted.
I'm gonna get this one out of the way because I've already talked about it, but you know, usually people want the man's opinion. Are we having kids?
No.
There we go.
Why would it matter?
I don't know. I don't know, because people will be like, well, what if your husband wants kids? I'm like, well, does it?
Well, that sucks because this is a partnership, and if you both don't agree on it, then you don't have kids. And plus, like, why would you get married to someone if you want kids and they don't? Like, that's something you should talk about beforehand.
What was our first date?
Our first date? I'm gonna say when we went to the movies together, we saw a movie.
What did we see?
I don't remember.
Editing David here. The name of the movie was Divergent.
So I was going to the movies with one of my friends, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna invite Emily. And I just texted her. I was like, do you wanna go to the movies? And she was like, okay. And I feel like at that time we weren't like friends, is probably the best way to put it. We weren't like friendly. So I have no idea why I was like, I'll just invite her to the movies. And I did. And she was super cute. And we saw a movie together, and we kind of like, we didn't ditch my friend. My friend was still like hanging out with us, but
Which
like,
friend?
It was Vincent.
I have a terrible memory from my childhood and teenage years. I blocked it all out.
And then me and Vincent went to IHOP afterwards. He was excited for me. He wasn't like, oh, I can't believe you. He was like pro me inviting Emily. I hope that's everything you dreamed it was.
So David has had bad headaches ever since wrestling and concussions and stuff like that. So one of our last resorts was to go have him get Botox in his jaw to stop like clenching and grinding his teeth. I've been keeping you guys updated on my second Instagram about the jaw Botox, but how has that been?
That has been going pretty good. Oh, I need to get this finger. Oh, I didn't put nearly enough gel in that, did I? Nope. It's been going actually pretty well. I feel like maybe just this nail doesn't fit, because like I put a bunch of gel in there and it's not. Is it the tip or is it the gel? Oh, how was I just putting it on wrong?
Yeah.
Okay, let's clean up around your nail first, because I don't want to like cure something on your skin.
I would appreciate that.
All right, let's try that again. Oh, that's a lot of extra coming out the edges. Okay, just gonna. See, easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Fine, no problem. There's not a giant air bubble in there. And if you say there is, you're lying. And I don't know why you would lie about something like that. Just rude. You're actively not invited to my next birthday party. Everyone else who's watching is, though.
Would you ever let me do your nails?
Emily does my nails all the time.
If you guys want, I can do a video of like how I do his nails. Usually I do some sort of gel, and might I say, I actually think I do them pretty well because they stay on for like months. Like they grow out and that's when the color comes off. Like they never peel or anything unless you like scrape it off.
Yeah. I don't have my nails done right now because since quarantine, I haven't been going into work. I've just been like telecommuting and we never go out. So we just kind of stopped doing them and haven't picked it back up. Like going to the barber, like just kind of.
Yeah, your hair's long.
So I understand that this could be better.
It's okay though.
But it's fine. Like we're doing an okay job.
I actually think it's like not bad for your first time. How long have we been together? You don't know?
My entire life, because my life only started
Shut up.
when I met you. What have we been together? It's either 7 or 9 years.
It's 7.
See, we've been together for 7 years. That's what I thought.
How long after we got together did we move in together? How was the adjustment?
We started dating in high school.
At the end of junior year.
I would say about a year after we started dating is like when Emily kind of started like spending the night at where I was. But like she didn't live there because we were still in high school. And then kind of right after high school, we moved in together officially. So as soon as we could.
We really started after because in our senior year, we both got really, really sick towards the end of it. And that was like my first time staying the night because I was too sick to go home for like days.
All right, I'm gonna take a quick intermission break from our story. And we're gonna point out the next part we're gonna do. Now we're using the base coat from the Emily Susanna nail kit. So we're just gonna put the base coat on and then we're gonna cure it. Sorry, you're talking about us being sick.
Yeah, that's it, I guess. We were sick. I stayed over for like a week. How do you overcome any big issues you guys have in your life together / relationship?
I think that one really important thing is communication. Cause like, if one of us is having a problem with like either our life or like something the other person is doing, the easiest way to overcome it is just to talk about it. Like any little tiffs that we've ever had or anything that we've had to like overcome in our relationship, the resolution has always just been sitting down and talking about it. And I think that's a pretty good thing for like all of life, like even like a work environment. Like if you are having problems with work, just sit down and talk about it because we're adults. I mean, most of us are, some of us are adults. I don't know what your analytics are. If you're watching this, you're an honorary adult. So we're all adults, so we can just sit down and talk about things like adults.
You actually did this thumb one really well.
Thank you. The nail that I'm most excited for is gonna be the thumb, but I'm gonna do it last. So I have time to like mess up on the other ones. Practice on the other ones.
Okay, well you didn't put any base coat on that one.
So the first nail we're gonna do is this pinky nail. And the products that I've gotten out to do it, I got this green Macart Polygel. I have the Emily Susanna nail brush. This is my favorite nail brush. I got this Sailor Moon brush and this dotting tool. And I got this glitter. And I'm gonna need to go back and get like 2 more green gel polishes for the design on the top. So step 1 is put on, just squeeze it on. I'm thinking that's looking like a good amount. I'm gonna take this brush, dip it in my slip. Am I using a slip solution or is it like
rubbing alcohol?
Rubbing alcohol?
Both basically the same.
I'm going to start pushing around this gel to get it into just the shape that I want.
What shape is that?
The shape of a nail.
Duh, why didn't I know that?
And I know that like, it's okay if it's a little lumpy because I can file that, but I don't want too lumpy.
Where did we vacation together for our honeymoon?
What's a honeymoon?
I know. We got married during COVID, so our house. Where would you like to vacation to?
Japan. I don't know if that's a surprise to you at all. Probably.
You're not telling me, you're telling them.
Japan. I really like Japan. I've been learning Japanese for like a year and a half now, or trying to.
What's your favorite nail set I've ever done?
My favorite nail set that you've done?
Mm-hmm.
That's hard because you've done a lot. Do you remember that marble set you did a while ago?
Marble set.
You did like marble on one hand.
Was it like a year ago?
Yeah, I think so. Off the top of my head, I would probably say that one.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like it's the one that stands out the most too. Okay, I think that this is about as straight as it's gonna get.
Okay.
So this little spot right here, there's a little bit of tip showing. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna do like a full nail.
You're gonna do one nail at a time, so like...
I'm gonna do like the whole nail. I'm gonna do like top coat, everything.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna get to the next one. Because each one is, it's gonna be its own like thing. So next I'm gonna put some glitter on. Just gonna like, there's a lot of glitter that I have to like scrape off the sides of these, or like this cuticle glitter, because we can't have that.
This is the first time anyone else has done my nails in what, like 4 years almost?
Yeah. After this experience, you're like, no one's ever touching my nails again. Yeah, I think that's good. Now we're gonna cure. This should be good, right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
So like, I'm thinking, what's the harm in over curing it? Is there a harm?
The only time like you don't really want to like over cure is if you're using like a white that'll like turn yellow, kind of. That can happen, but.
And then I need to get up and go get a clear polygel, because I'm gonna put a clear polygel over the top as like encapsulating the glitter.
Wow.
I know,
Just
nail
throwing out
terms.
those words.
I feel like I'm looking for like buzzwords. Just like encapsulate, monomer, full cover tips.
Wow.
All right, time to go get some clear polygel.
You never finished your story about your Botox.
Oh yeah. So the Botox hasn't taken full effect yet. Apparently it takes like 2 weeks to take full effect, and it's only been about a week.
It do, ask my forehead.
But I think that it's going well. I feel like I've seen at least a little bit of an improvement, which is good.
Hi, Appa.
Hi Appa, how's it going, buddy? Appa wants to know if he can do your nails next.
No.
Okay. So next I'm using this Macart nail extension gel. I opened the bottle and it was already like coming out. So we're going to squeeze this on, just like we did the other poly gel.
Why do you have glitter all over your face now? Did you touch your face after?
Probably. I do a lot of things that I shouldn't do. One thing I noticed that Emily does in her videos is she like scrapes it off the end and then she goes and puts it back at the base. Is that the right word for that?
Yeah.
So I'm doing that. What exactly is it doing? I don't know. Oh, okay. So I put like a lot more slip solution on my brush and I feel like it just got easier, like a lot easier. Because I was putting slip solution on, but I wasn't putting like a ton on. So that's good to know for next nails. I'm thinking that that's looking pretty all right. I'm gonna take off some, oh, there's not really any excess, cool. And now we're gonna cure this. Okay, so now my next step is I need to turn around and get a couple of green gel polishes. Ooh, this is a sparkly polish. Is that green or is that more of like a blue? I think that's more of a blue-green, right?
That's straight blue. That's like a light turquoise. He's colorblind, by the way.
Don't appreciate being called out like that. I just came here to party and I'm being attacked. I think this one is gonna work for the forest green.
Okay.
Where's my phone? Oh, here it is.
Why do you need your phone?
I need a reference image.
Oh.
I'm gonna put on a top coat now, and then I'm gonna do my design. Oh, no. I'm gonna file. And then I'm not gonna file because I just saw Emily's face go like,
I forget you can see.
so not gonna do that. I'm gonna put on a top coat, and then I'm gonna do my design, and I'm gonna put on another top coat. So I have this, this top coat. Boom, top coated. I didn't get enough around the cuticle, hold on.
I feel like these low-key look better than like some of my first sets already.
It's because I've had so much exposure to the nail doing business.
I think. Is there anything David really likes to do with his time, hobbies, interests? You actually have a lot. You're always doing something.
So I like to draw. As I said, I've been studying Japanese for about 1.5 years. I probably spend like 2 hours a day doing that.
4 hours a day.
4 hours a day, every day. And then I like to play video games. I like to spend time with the dogs and Emily.
You like computers?
I also like computers. I just built a new one. Yeah, it's fun. Okay, so my biggest problem is there's some glitter hanging off the bottom right here, and I'm not a fan of it. So we have two options. I could either just try to file all of that off, or I could just leave it. I think I'm gonna try to file it off. I'm using this file that I picked out of Emily's drawer of files. Yeah, it's good, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. You can't see what my reference picture is.
What is your favorite meal that I cook for you?
Ooh, that's a good question. Okay, so Emily's really good at cooking. Like, really good. So everything she makes is super good. So what meal is the best meal is really hard. She makes a lot of things I like. Dips, she makes these like French sandwich dips that are really good.
We're both vegetarians, so like anything he says, it's like the vegetarian version of it.
She's been making these noodles that are really good lately. Or like with the peanut sauce.
Oh, the pad thai?
Yeah, that's really good. Everything she cooks is perfect. So, all right, I am going to take some of this green gel and I'm gonna put it on here so that I can use it as kind of like a paint pad. I don't know.
A palette.
A palette. I like a paint pad. I'm sticking with that one.
Okay. Do you want more puppies?
Of course.
But
Always.
we shouldn't.
I always want more dogs. We have a lot right now, so I think that we're good.
We'd always like more dogs, but I think 4, especially with 3 of them being like large dogs, probably at our limit right now. Does he ever get tired of the smell of monomer?
Yeah. So like monomer smells awful if you've never smelt it. We're on a nail channel, so you probably have. Monomer's awful.
Have either one of you ever talked about getting any pets other than dogs?
Yeah, all the time. We love animals.
I'm always like, I want a cow. I want a pig.
I want a cow.
I want a goat, but we do not have that sort of land.
Yeah.
Maybe sometime in our lives we'll have like a little farm.
I'm starting over.
Okay.
Starting from scratch. Just wait. It's fine. It's a process. We learn as we go. Okay, I'm gonna get all up in this for a second, and you guys won't be able to see, but I need to get like...
You do you. They can see your hair. Your little itty bitty parts that are still from the blonde when I bleached it.
Are you ready to have the bombest nail ever? Alright, well, I don't know where you're gonna get it. Can you tell what I'm doing? sand it over.
You proud of that one?
Mm-hmm. So I know you might be thinking, David, that's just a blob, but trust the process.
Oh, he's telling y'all.
Now I'm going to take this gel polish and put a little bit more on this stone thingy we have. That's a good color green. Yeah, that'll be good for what I need, I think. I actually don't know if it's good color. I can't see it.
What does it look like to you? What color like does this one look like?
It's like a green, but it has a tinge of blue in it.
A little bit, yeah. Okay, can we clean this up right here really quick?
Yeah. Oopsies. My bad.
Oh, did you cure it on there?
No. I would never do that.
Stop.
No, I got it. Now here comes the hard part.
Okay.
I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. So listen, I tried to make the Animal Crossing leaf,
Oh.
but it looks like a pepper. So this is the New Mexico green chili nail.
Honestly, it looks like a pepper more than it looks like the Animal Crossing leaf.
Yeah, that's why I'm going with pepper.
Okay, it's a pepper nail.
I tried to make a pepper. That's fine. It's fine. We're good.
It's fine.
We're great. So the next step is to just put a top coat on this. So we're gonna do that again real quick. And we only need to put a top coat on this area, but I'm gonna top coat the whole thing.
You have glitter on Appa.
Appa, how'd you get glitter on you, buddy? Who's a good boy? So now we have one nail done. That went okay. I'd give myself a solid 4 out of 10.
I agree.
So for the next nail, I have a revolutionary idea.
Let's hear it.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on gemstones, and then I'm gonna put polygel on, like a clear jelly polygel on top of it.
Okay.
I was going to do like a red, but I couldn't find a red jelly polygel, but I found this purple jelly polygel that I'm gonna use. And then I'm gonna use some of these rhinestones. I'm consulting Emily on what color to use because colors, like which one, I'm trying to figure out which one would like stand out.
A darker color, a little bit darker would probably stand out better.
Like that one? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then I'm gonna put a couple of those and a couple of those in just because they're so pretty. So step 1 in our master plan is we are going to glue on some rhinestones. So I'm just gonna like take out a couple that I'm gonna glue on.
Okay.
So this is a lid to something, I don't know what. So I'm just gonna take some gemstones and put them in there so that it's like easier and it's not this big thing. All right, so I'm gonna use some of these. Some of these, because these are super pretty. And then some of these. I feel like the variety is gonna add a nice dynamic nature to the nail. I feel like from watching Emily's videos, or from editing them, there's a lot of things that I want to do. I'm like, oh, I want to do this. And I can finally do it all. I should put on a base coat first.
Do you not remember you put a base coat on all of them before?
Oh yeah, huh? Cool. Good job, me. Okay, so I'm gonna use some nail glue.
You don't need to press super hard, because then it won't. Right. So put it down and twist the pencil a little bit. Put it down and like, nope, wrong way.
Okay, not press so hard, gotcha.
That one's upside down.
What? Oh,
Don't touch it, it's glue.
Listen, I'm colorblind. I can't tell.
That does not.
that doesn't work in this situation.
Nope.
Glue on already hardened? Maybe I'll just kind of like pull it over there. Or is that glue hard too? Is all the glue hard?
Might be.
Okay, I just need like a tiny bit more about this base.
So usually you can't just like put the glue on the entire nail and then put them on. Like you have to kind of do it like
in sections?
Yes.
I learned that because it dries if you don't. Fun fact of the day.
That is correct.
Again, this is a learning process. We're all learning here. I might not be doing a great job.
You're doing fine.
I'm doing a job. These on. And I think we're good. Oh wait, no, hold on. That one flipped over.
That one did not flip over. You put it on like that.
No, it flipped over. I didn't do that.
Okay.
Why do I keep picking them up upside down?
Don't.
Who can I call to complain? Who's these rhinestones manager? What?
They just spun out. right in front of our house. Ooh. We live on like sort of a main street, and there's ice on the road. The ice on the road is like this thick, and yet people are still driving, and I just saw someone do a
swoopity swoop.
Yep. Oh, that was scary. Like, luckily we parked our cars pretty far inward, but like anyone's car that's on the street, I'm scared for them.
Okay, that's probably dry now, I think, right? Should be fine.
I do not know.
So now I'm gonna put on this jelly, polygel. Poly jelly. No, they're not. Oh. Okay. All right, we're fine.
What are you doing?
There's polygel all over my finger, and there's a gem in the polygel, and I have to get the gem. Do you see? There's a gem. I had to get it out of the polygel. So
Why?
I pulled it out because there was a gem in the polygel.
You're just gonna put the polygel over the gems, though. Anyway.
But what if it came up was upside down? And they're gonna move around? That's not what we're going for. So I don't. And now I have all this polygel on my finger.
You need to use rubbing alcohol, babe.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'm just gonna scrape this off onto this little spatula so I don't waste it. And then I can just use that when I'm ready. Because apparently I need to put on like a base coat or top coat or something on this to hold those in place.
No, you just need to wait for them to dry.
Oh, okay. I just need to wait for those to dry. And clean polygel all up off my hands. Did you know that they weren't gonna be dry?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is dry? No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Please go back.
You put a lot of glue on here because I'm like blowing it and it's moving around.
Take two. No, just kind of go. Why did it came off again? Okay, this is. See, look, they're all just coming. This isn't what I signed up for. Okay, all right, it's fine. It's fine. Hit the reset button.
Okay, do you need help?
No.
Okay.
I got it. Look, now I just know that we need to put down like a little bit of like, I don't know, a coat of some sort. Like maybe a top coat, and then.
You need to just cure them in.
Yeah, cure them in. Oh, I didn't get the little tabs off the top either. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's great. Not trying to glue in a hair. Now we finna cure them in. And then we're gonna put the polygel on top. Look, we're working it out as we go.
Okay, we had to take a quick snack break because I was gonna die. We're back.
All right, so these have been cured. And now we're gonna put on this clear polygel again.
Jelly polygel, it's not clear.
This jelly polygel. Is that enough? Probably not. Here's an idea for your next video.
Okay.
Redoing the...
I was thinking about it already, about doing your designs, but...
Good?
No. Just trying to improve a little bit.
Doing them better?
Refine them.
My great concepts and like executing them properly. I'm just interested in how this is gonna look. But you know what I think everyone really needs? To see me do acrylic.
Oh. Does he have a favorite shape and style of nail that I do? What's your favorite shape?
I like the stiletto ones.
I would think you would not say stiletto because I poke you.
I'm fine with it. I just like aesthetically, I like the stilettos the most.
Is he going to try the E-file?
Yeah.
Oh.
One of my nail designs require I use the E-file.
Okay.
Silly. Thinking I wasn't gonna use the E-file. I wanted to use a diamond tipped thing.
Oh, I see.
Okay, when someone takes this idea and does it better, just remember that I started this.
Okay. It actually doesn't look bad.
No, like imagine what someone who's good at nails could do with this. I feel like it's hard to like, not just stretch it super thin. And then we're gonna put a little bit of clear on top. And then we're gonna put a top coat. And then we're gonna be done with this set, for this nail.
I don't think you need to put a clear polygel on.
No, you think it would be fine if I just put a top coat on? Okay, I'm gonna put a top coat on and we're gonna be done. So for the next one, I don't know what color to use because I'm just gonna do...
Pink.
Okay, I'll go grab a pink. Honestly, I think I could use like pink for the next 3, or at least the middle finger and thumb. Do you know what I'm gonna do on the thumb? Full rhinestone, just the entire thing, just rhinestoned.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to put them on like 1 row at a time. So when I edit it, it'll look really satisfying. All right, top coat. I feel like there's this far side, like over here, that's away from me. And I feel like I'm just not getting that at all. Just because I like can't see it. I'm gonna say that if we weren't recording, this would be 20% better.
Recording do make it harder.
There's just a little dangly piece right there. I don't know if you guys see
They
it.
can see it.
I couldn't see it because it was far away from me. What, can I just grab some like cuticle clippers and like clip it off?
Not really. You might break the entire nail if you do that.
Oh, dang it. Okay, fine.
You want me to do this?
Yeah, we can just file that while I go get the next poly gel. Alright, cool. I got a pink. Now we need to find foils. Foils. I need to get painter's tape.
You need what?
Painter's tape.
Painter's tape.
We have painter's tape, right?
Yes.
Oh, no, I'll just use those the little tapes that you have that you put on your face.
Oh, the washi tape?
Yeah.
I also got you the foil glue out.
Oh, thank you. That's very helpful. Probably would have taken me like a month to find it.
You're the one that put it away.
So for this next nail, we're going to be using this pink poly gel. And then I just found these two foils. Now, the foil is more of like, I feel like this is more of a proof of concept.
Okay. Sure.
All right. Now we doing the middle finger.
Okay.
We're just going straight on with the gel, or the poly gel this time.
Okay.
No rhinestones, no nothing like that.
Okay. It's one of my favorite pinks.
This was the first pink that I saw. I feel like that one's a bit better.
It is.
So we're just gonna cure this real quick. And then we are going to foil it. It has plans, and I don't intend to let its plans go through.
To go through?
Yeah.
To fall through?
No, I don't plan to let its plans be executed, because I plan to foil it.
Okay. You and the dad jokes.
So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take this Washi tape,
Washi tape.
and I'm gonna put it on the nail. I'm gonna use it to create like a crease of where the foil glue won't go on, so I can use multiple foil glues or multiple foils with like really like sharp lines. You look like.
I'm just trying to think in my head, like.
And then we're gonna take our nail foil
Glue.
We're just gonna put it on. We're gonna take off that washi tape. Do you see what I'm doing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right.
Now that has to cure for a full 60 seconds.
Full 60 seconds. So now we're gonna take this one. And then we're just gonna kind of like put this on the nail. So the goal is, because I put that washi tape down, is that only part of it is gonna stick on because there's only the foil glue on part of the nail. Are you giving like looks to the camera?
No. You know why I could possibly be giving looks to the camera?
Why?
Just take some guesses.
It's not gonna work like I think it's gonna work. Did I do the wrong side?
That's fine.
No.
There you go.
You know what? I feel like that was a very fair mistake.
It is.
All right, are we ready for this? Oh! It didn't work. It didn't work like I wanted it to work. That was supposed to work better than that.
So you can always scrape off the foil.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna scrape it off. Oh, you know what? No, I have a better idea. We're gonna fix this by pretending it didn't happen.
Okay.
Brutus introduced an element of chaos into our household that we weren't expecting. Like, it's fine.
It's fine.
He's a good boy, but he's just chaotic. Like, his alignment is like chaotic good. You always emphasize that that needs to be done for 60 seconds. It's fine to go over that 60 seconds though, right? Okay. So it needs
You just need to make sure it's 100% cured. That's the thing with it. It's just like 60 seconds is like the full, because a lot of the time, like you only need like 30 seconds to cure a gel or something like that. So
I am going to put on this opaque foil. Does that go up? Just gonna like, boop.
there you go. What is your guys' favorite thing to do together?
Play with the dogs.
We like to take them out like every single day, like a couple times a day to play fetch and tug of war, and then go to the P-A-R-K.
Listen, I made a lot of mistakes on this nail. I'll admit to it. It's not looking too pretty.
Wow.
I came into this way too cocky. You know, there's like, we always watch shows where it's like, oh, like tattoos or like soap and stuff, and we're always like, oh, I could do that. That's how I feel right now, because I felt like watching a lot of your videos, it's like, oh, I could do that, right? Like, not that easy. I mean, I'm having a blast. This is fun.
My question is for David.
Cool.
How long did it take for him to know he was ready to pop the question?
I don't know, like a week. I don't know. I feel like I knew that I loved Emily in high school, like not too long after we started dating, and I knew that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her. So I feel like when you know, that sounds corny, but you do. You're just like, oh, this person's my person.
2 more to go.
2 more to go. Okay. So I feel like I should tell you what my idea for this one is first before I do it.
All right.
Because this is the e-file one.
Okay.
So what I was planning was I'm going to put a layer of polygel down, right? And then I was going to take an e-file and kind of like drill a hole in the center and then like put another different polygel in the center of that.
Unnecessary.
Fine.
You could always just like put it in and then just like make a hole before you cure the polygel.
Okay. I kind of just wanted to drill a hole.
That's not, the drill doesn't go like, you don't really just like do it like that.
I thought they were tipped with diamonds.
That's not.
That's not how that works.
No.
We're gonna go through this one real quick. I'm gonna use the same pink as the base for the next 2 because I have it out. And I feel like I've made enough of a disaster as it is.
This one's, look out.
Are you saying that it's crooked? It was an artistic decision.
Okay. My bad.
I'm kidding, it was not an artistic decision. I made a mistake. I feel like that's this entire video. It's just like, I made a mistake.
I think you're doing fine.
I did all of these, but I had other ideas. Like one of them, like I wanted to do acrylic, like just an acrylic nail.
Well, depending on how much you guys like this video, if you like it and you want him to do some acrylic, give this video a like.
Cause I'll do it.
He'll do it, he says.
Oh, you know what would be cool? If we got a whole bunch of little like swoops like that, and then we cured it. It was a 3D nail. I'm gonna leave that one. That's kind of
okay.
Just like a little loop.
A little loop.
A little loopity loop. Yeah, we just gotta cut a hole in the center. What am I gonna use? I'm just gonna use this. Does that work? So I found this
Swatch stick.
Swatch stick. I'm just gonna like I'm just gonna take this brush. I'm just gonna make sure that that's flat. Listen, that's not as big of a hole as I was originally thinking, but I think it'll work. Do I need a little more on that tip? Probably, but it's fine.
Okay.
It's great. We're doing great.
When y'all first met, was it love at first sight or did y'all hate each other?
Oh, we hated each other at first.
We did.
We were not friends.
For a good while.
I don't know why either. You're just super cute.
Yeah, it was like a good probably like 5 months.
We just not friends.
Nope.
Oh, that didn't stay looped up like I wanted. That's disappointing.
That's on you.
I feel like there's a little extra in there, which is fine. I'm just gonna take any of the extra and put it in the loophole. In the hole of the loop.
Thank you for clarifying. This is definitely like an avant-garde sort of look.
It's definitely a nail!
It sure is.
Listen, I kind of gave up after like that foil failed, and I've just been like...
Going downhill.
I've just been going downhill since. Am I still gonna do a final nail of just rhinestones? Yes. Is it gonna take like another hour?
Yeah.
Yes. Top coat.
Why do you say it like that?
My enthusiasm is draining as like the day goes on. Oh, can I not put polygel on it and just like...
These are full cover Tepsies. You don't have to put polygel on any of it.
Woo!
I mean, you can put a gel polish if you want color underneath, but...
Maybe I should do a gel polish for color underneath. Oh, I should probably show you guys what I'm using. I'm using this gel
That way they can follow along.
Yeah, what if they want to recreate this set?
Yeah, you guys. You know what? Recreate.
Who am I to stop someone from striving towards perfection?
Wow. Some pretty bold claims.
The things you tell yourself to get through the day. Are you supposed to like wrap the top like that? Like,
Not like that, but not quite, but I feel like you're just messing around at this point.
I'm not saying that I'm not. Okay, sorry. I'm good. I'll clean off the bottom of the inside. I put the jelly gel polish on because I thought it would look good to have at least some sort of color under the rhinestones. All right. This is gonna be the most trying part of this entire experience.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna put on an entire nail of rhinestones. Should I do it with the top coat or base?
Top.
Top, cool. Cool. I knew that, I was just testing you to make sure you were on the same page. I didn't know that, I'm sorry.
Shut up.
And get out of here.
Oh my god.
I think what I'm gonna have to do is put down a couple of layers and then cure it and then put down a couple more layers because like, I don't want them to move around too much. You picking up what I'm putting down?
I think you're the one picking up and putting down the rhinestones, but...
You know, you got a point there. So we're just doing a quick cure.
Flash cure.
I'm flash curing these. Just so like it's easier to put the next couple rows on.
Pineapple on pizza, yay or nay?
If you put pineapple on pizza, that's okay. I don't mind. Like, I'm not a fan of it, but I'm also not like gonna throw hands over pineapple on pizza. Like, who cares? So like personally, no, but if you do it, you have fun with that. I feel like that's a weird thing that the internet got so divisive about. Because if someone else puts pineapple on pizza, what does it harm you? It doesn't.
What's his favorite Zelda game?
That's a really good question. It's hard to answer because I have 2 Zelda games that I like a lot. Majora's Mask has been like my favorite Zelda game for like the longest time. Just because it was the first Zelda game that I really played. I played Ocarina of Time, but I was a little kid and I had my sister beat all the bosses for me. So I didn't really play one until Majora's Mask, and I loved how you could turn into the Goron, but Breath of the Wild probably has the best gameplay just from like a gameplay standpoint. If we're taking out nostalgia, Breath of the Wild, but including nostalgia, Majora's Mask.
Has he ever let you do a full length set on him?
I've actually offered to let her do it on me. I've been like, you could just do my nails. A full set nail, and I'll keep them on for like a week.
No, you couldn't keep them on for a week.
I'll keep them on for like a
You could keep them
hours.
on, yeah, I was like, you've got like 2 hours max.
Like, the thing is, I would try to keep them on for a week, except I have to work, so I don't think I could work with them. Because I'm not talented enough to keyboard. Is that an imposter gem? Is that slightly different than the other ones?
That one's slightly larger. But you know all of these are imposter gems, right?
None of them are AB?
None of them are AB. The reflection you're seeing is the glitter underneath, not the rhinestones.
Putting more top coat on. And then I'm gonna encapsulate the whole thing in clear No, I'm not. I'm kidding.
Like, whoa.
You're like, no! Like, I was wanting to be done after this. No, I'm... And then I'm just gonna do a little bit on the side and then we're done. Listen, I think this is looking the best.
It looks good. Oh, you put one AB one in there?
Oh no. We got a non-imposter among us. Is that an imposter one too? Shh, it's our secret. Just a happy little mistake. I ran out of the rhinestones that I was using.
You could always use just a different size.
I was just gonna use some of the rhinestones we have on the table.
Okay.
Just add a little bit of flair.
Okay. That works for me. Give it a little bit of razzle dazzle.
Hit a little razzle dazzle. Well, I definitely did a set of nails.
Actually, for your first time ever touching like any nail stuff, I don't think they're bad.
Thank you.
Like, I think the first couple sets of nails I did, like I'd been watching them do my nails for years and mine's still like... What?
They look so bad.
So here are the nails. This one looks good. Doesn't it? Look at how shiny.
It's very shiny.
I'll show you guys the finished product outside as usual. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure, again, give this a like if you want me to put a whole set of nails on him. Or show you guys, like, let me know if you guys want me to show you how I do his nails, like, on the regular. Or if you guys want me to put, like, a long set on him. We can do either one.
Or I could do her nails, again, but acrylic.
That is also an option. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I will hopefully see you next time. Bye!